Hi everyone, welcome back to Dizha House of Fashion. Today's episode is going to be based on how to cut a boot cut trouser using a jean fabric. This trouser I'm talking about, it doesn't have a band. It's not an high waist trouser because it starts from the navel. So I'm going to tell you the measurement I'm going to use. The measurement I'm going to use are the full length is 41. I'm going to make use of 2 inches of seam allowance, making 43 inches. The flap is 30 inches. The waist is 42 inches, while the hip is 47 inches. And the laps, I'm going to use 30 inches for the laps. Then I'm going to reduce it the way it's going down. So just follow me the way I'm going to cut it out now by folding this into 2 first, because I'm cutting out the front first before cutting out the back. So I'm using the front to cut out the back. So I'm going to fold this into 2. So after folding it into 2 this way, then I'm going to take out the measurement. The full length of the trouser is 41 inches, and here is it, with 2 inches of seam allowance, which is 43 inches. The next thing I'm going to do now is to take the measurement of the flap. So the flap measurement here is 30 inches. So we need to get 15 inches here. So when I measure 2 inches, at least 2 inches from this area, this is 2 inches, then I'm tracing it down to where I can get my 15. You can see I'm tracing it down to where I can get my 15. So this is it. This is where I can get the 15 inches. So like this. This is 15 inches. This is 15 inches plus seam allowance of 1.5 inches for the flap side. You can see that will give us 16.5 inches for the flap. Here is it. So after then, I'm going to take the measurement from here. I'm going to determine the hip point. The hip point is 9 inches here. Is 9 inches. So from 9 inches, I'm going to determine the wideness of the hip. Like I said earlier, I said the wideness of each hip is 30 inches with the sewing allowance, which is different than seam allowance, is 30 inches. The wideness of each hip is 30 inches. So this is 15 inches. This is where our 15 inches is. So now the waist is 42 inches. So divided by 4, 42 divided by 4 will give us 10.5. Like this. So with the seam allowance of, I said the hip measurement is 30 inches with the seam allowance. But here I'm going to add up 2 inches of seam allowance here. You can also make it 1.5, even you can make it 1 inch if you like. So from here now, I'm going to connect the line together. So like this, as you can see, to this area. This is where my hip is. So this is under the hip. You can see, this is the flap. This is 15, you can see it. From here is 15 also. So I'm tracing it up to this area. So the next thing you're going to measure now is to take the measurement from here. Then you measured the knee length. The knee length here is 23 inches. So the knee length is 23 inches. So the next thing I'm going to determine now is under the hip point. This is our hip point, which is 9 inches. So I'm going to rule this line together. I'm connecting the two lines together. This is the line of the hip point. The line of the hip point is here. The line of the flap is here. The knee point, the line I'm going to rule the line also like this. So now, since we've gotten off this line, the next thing to do now is to be reducing the measurement from the hip measurement to the lap measurement to the nail measurement before the boot cut. So this is the hip point, which is 30. This is flap length, which is 14.5. This is knee length, which is 23.5. So since we use 30 here, I'm using 28 here. I'm using 20 from the flap here. I'm going to use 28 as well. You can see where I place the tape rule. This is 28 as well. So to this area. Then from here now, I'm going to make a slant line. So from here as well, I'm going to take the measurement of 2.5 inches. That is 2.5 inches. Then I'm going to connect this line and this line together to make a slant line. Like this. You can see. After then, this is the line. I'm going to rule this line to make a straight line here. Then from here, I'm using all this. And see the way I slant is this edge and this edge. You can see it. Then the next thing to do now is to cut it out. So after folding the remaining fabric into two this way, then I'm going to place one of the fronts that I cut out. I'm going to place it on it. Like this. As you can see it. Then I cannot take the measurement. I'm only using 1 inch to make the back wider than the front. So now this is 1 inch. I'm tracing it up 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch. Then here also the flap side here is 1 inch. One and a half inch. I'm taking 1 inch down also. So I only increase this flap area up here with 1.5 inches because of the flap at the back. So now here is the back and this is the front. You can see it. So the next thing to do now is join it up. Okay. Welcome back. Here is the finished work so far. This is a boot cut trouser. As you can see it from here. You can see the band that started from the navel, and there is an invisible zip at the front. As you can see the zip. The previous tutorial I made on this, I've been asked the way I attach the rope on the top. So let me show you the way I attach the far rope on the top. The first rope was attached to the side this way. You can see. The second one attached to the edge here. You can see the first one and the second one. Then after that, you come to the other side. The third row was also attached to the edge, as you can see, while the fourth one was attached to the side at the inner part, as you can see. So that makes it 4 belts or 4 ropes, depend on you. So now I'm going to show you the way. The first thing to do here is to pick this and the inner one here, attach them together like this. The second one, the outer one here and the outer one here will be attached together also. So that is going to make it an overlap wrap crop top. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share. Bye.